If you are not a feminist, I made this video for you. I grew up extremely ignorant about feminism to the point where I thought it was a bad word. I would literally go around spewing anti-feminist rhetoric because that's what I was hearing from the adults around me. I was a victim of so much misinformation and internalized misogyny, but as I educated myself, I had my own experiences and then I formed my own opinions. I realized that people will literally just pick and choose which parts of feminism that they want to accept and reject, and that's just not how it works. For example, if you're a woman and you went to school, that's because of feminism, babe. You having the choice of whether or not you want to get married is because of feminism. If you are married but you didn't lose your V card to your husband, you not getting stoned to death, feminism. And if you want to get a divorce, you can because of feminism. If you've ever seen Mad Men, you know how like every episode women are getting sexually harassed at work? Yeah, the whole reason that's illegal now, feminism. Raise your hand if you're a woman and you have a bank account. That's because of feminism. The reason you can vote even if it's for an Oompa Loompa is because of feminism. Feminism is the reason that grape is a crime. The fact that I live on my own in my own apartment and I don't need a male guardian's approval to do so is feminism. The reason you can call the police if you're the victim of domestic violence and the reason that's considered a crime is because of feminism. Even if you've ever said or you currently say, I'm not a feminist, if you enjoy these rights, these freedoms, these protections, then you are actively benefiting from feminism. Feminism is not some radical, dirty word that the upholders of the patriarchy want us to think. And being a feminist doesn't mean that you hate men. That's radical feminism. We will get into that at another time. Feminism is the reason that you have choices. It is the reason that we have a voice as women. And the fight is not over, as I think we all know at this point. I think in a lot of ways it's just beginning, and I think there's an awakening of consciousness, and there's also like very much a divide between people who are awakening and people who are very much not. And it's so important that we use our voice and we use our choices, because every right that we have today has to be fought for. And if we are not careful and we are not building community and safety with other women, then it can be taken away from us. Look at everything that's happened in Iran. This is what women in Iran were wearing in the 70s, and this is what they have to wear now. You don't have to agree with every single part of a movement to, one, acknowledge that you've benefited from it, and two, to be a part of it. Rejecting feminism is like rejecting all the women that came before us that fought for what we have. Feminism made life better for all of us, and that is a fact. Follow from